Now, it hasn't been smooth sailing for the matric class of 2021. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected academic programs. As if that's not enough, the ongoing power crisis is making it even more difficult. Now we speak to two pupils about these challenges and how they're coping. Ntobeko Khumalo with me in studio and Wonga Mnisi, who's in Tembisa. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Perhaps to start with you, Wonga. You know, just taking it back to grade 11, it's been somewhat of a different learning program and also quite challenging with the several stop-starts at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. How has it been for you now, moving to matric as that class of grade 11? How has that been for you?
Hello. Well, it's been a very tough year, especially in 2020 when the COVID-19 came up. A lot of matriculants were not really sure as to how the syllabus was going to be like and how teaching was going to go on and everything like that. So it was really tough and it was really hard. So going into 2021 as matrics, we were faced with a lot of challenges that I can say affected our learning and our studying process.
Mm-hmm. And then Ntobeko, for you, how has it been? Just that foundation from grade 11 all the way to matric now.
Well, on my side, personally, it's been a very tough experience, you know, and COVID-19 stole a lot of our time back in grade 11. So we didn't have much of grade 11 in terms of term 2, term 3, and when exams came, it wasn't treated like an exam, but more or less a test to compensate for the fact that we didn't have time to study. And going into grade 12, now you have to work with the grade 11 syllabus and you have to work with the grade 12 syllabus.
Sure, so, no, it's very difficult. And then psychologically, though, just being away from your friends, I mean, at some point we were all stressed, thinking, is this the end of the world? At the beginning, just in 2020, how was it for you psychologically?
Well, psychologically speaking, yes, it was a big social change for many people because it was now time to adjust to electronics, to socialize with people, to socialize with your friends. It was something that was always there, but during the COVID-19 pandemic, we had to use it extensively, and it's something we never had quite good experience with.
Wonga, for you, how was it psychologically to be away from your friends, somewhat isolated, something that you guys weren't really accustomed to?
Well, when looking at how it affected me personally, psychologically, I would say that it was never really something that I was used to. It was a new experience for me, and being away from my friends because I'm a social person, so I mostly learn from others in interactions. So for me, it was very hard to be able to hone, to be able to be with myself and to be able to, like, you know, make sure that I'm positively thinking about what's next for me and things like that. Like, in terms of my mental stability, it was very hard to cope.
And then now beyond that, COVID, now we have 2021, it's rolling blackouts, it's your final year. And then beyond that, we've got water restrictions. How has that been? Were you able to study and just move things around just according to the load shedding schedule?
Well, unfortunately, on my side, we never got the schedule for load shedding. Actually, it was a situation of bathing with cold water really sucks. I won't lie. It's something that I think all matriculants can say. So you could just imagine walking into the exam room and you're not fully in the right state of mind to write an exam because you never bathed or you were affected by load shedding, because some matriculants study using their devices, whereas others prefer books and writing notes. And those are high risk near candles. So we had a lot of issues to deal with, especially for the hygienic conscious learners. It was very hard. Like, honestly, it really does affect you like a lot as a matriculant these days.
Sure, no, it's very disturbing. For you, Ntobeko, how was it? Just juggling the load shedding and then you've got to study, or are you also somebody that would have to charge your phone at school and then you're studying on your phone? How was it working out for you?
Well, I wouldn't say it worked out perfectly because as people we have different challenges that we face. So when we be accompanied with things like water shutdowns and blackouts, some of us don't have water access. It's early in the morning. right now, the only challenge you should have is the examination challenge. And personally, I don't think it's fair to have examination challenges, water challenges, and electrical power challenges all at the same time.
Sure, my heart goes out to you matriculants. But then beyond this, getting to school, traffic lights are not working with the power outages problem. Were you able to get to school on time, or you've seen peers where that has been a challenge, and how has the school been handling that?
Well, a lot of peers have been coming late for their examinations, and obviously it can't be helped due to the load shedding. As you said, traffic congestions are a lot in the morning, and really, learners right now, they should prioritize their exams. So it's not just us matriculants, but November is exam season, and really what's been happening with the blackouts is it's not on. You know, it's unfair to those of us who are really determined, you know, to get our marks. To get our marks to the distinction levels. You know.
Guys, unfortunately, we've run out of time. Just one last question, Wonga. Where to after matric? Hopefully it goes well. Where to after that?
Well, hopefully go to UJ or Rosebank College. You know, we have plans in business administration. We
All
wanna,
right,
like, you know,
businessman.
be able to help the economy. Yeah. We want to be able to build our own businesses and help the economy grow in the instance of doing that, and help employ people, you know, because unemployment rate is very high right now.
No, good. There we have a young employer. And then for you, what do you want to do beyond matric?
Well, I've decided not to actually go to university, but take up a sixth form opportunity, you know, to strengthen my education, you know, and I want to soar further, you know, because it's an asset that I can use to further my desires, to go beyond where I am, to take my situation to a whole new level.
Sure. No, very impressive. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully it does go well. And Eskom is at least updating us that load shedding has been minimized, and hopefully it stays that way. Good luck to the both of you. That's Ntobeko Khumalo as well as Wonga Mnisi from Tembisa joining us. They're just giving us their experience thus far as they're writing matric exams. Give it be the situation of water, the situation of electricity, as well as just the COVID pandemic, how it's been for them. More news and updates on the other side.